Hello, Sergey is here. Today I want to make a special video. Initially it was a video I want to make about Huachuma entirely, maybe go for an hour. But it's my birthday today. It's my 49th birthday today, and just want to share a few words about how Huachuma changed my life and brought me where I am today. You know, not always I was happy and fulfilled and content and everything else I feel today. There was time in my life when I was desperate, hopeless, lost, doing hard drugs on the street with shady people, really walking on the edge between life and death. From there, my future didn't look very bright. I will not go into details here. You can read a lot of it in my books, especially in the first book, Path, Seeking Truth in the World of Lies. I share some of that there. But today I'm happy. Today I lived a life worth living. A life of purpose, meaning, contentment, self-knowledge, knowing my heart, knowing my path, and the most important, living it with my family, people who loves me and people who I love. Nothing really matters outside of this. But all this came to my life because I didn't want to compromise. I didn't want to settle for less. I didn't want to just live a life. I want to live the best life I could live, and I want to live a life according to my heart, according to my calling, to my passion. This is when I made a decision to move to Peru from California, where I lived 8 years, and start over again, serving my medicine, serving Huachuma medicine. That was the calling. That's why I went to Peru, to work with this medicine, to serve this medicine, and live my life and build my life around it. And I did exactly that. I met my wife 7 months after I moved to Peru, on my path. Exactly like my peyote shaman friend told me in Mexico will happen. One in a ceremony I asked him, where is my woman? Where do I meet her? He looked at the fire and said, you will meet her on your path. At that time it was kind of vague answer. It wasn't giving me details where to go to look for her, but in my heart I understood that that was truth. And that's exactly how it happened. We met here, and we have a beautiful family, 2 beautiful daughters, and all this came through Huachuma medicine. All this came because I committed and dedicated my life to this magical, beautiful, amazing, divine cactus Huachuma, also known as San Pedro. So, to answer a question, what can Huachuma do to you? It's not an easy answer. It's not like I can just list things with which the medicine can help you with. It will be a very long video, very long conversation, and I go into this in my books, 5 books on the subject. So please read the books and understand what's in them. In this video I just wanted to have a few words, just kind of just to share from the depth of my heart my gratitude for this medicine, because it has changed me. It has transformed me to a person that I'm proud to be, a person that I like to be. That wasn't the case before. And that's the energy that I'm trying to convey to people here. Of course, we can go into healing and spirituality and make like 3 hours video here. But it might be boring if I will start telling you about all the depressed people who came here, people who came to heal all kinds of things, traumas and anxiety and depression, as I mentioned already, and all the other people who came here on spiritual quest. To be honest, these are the people I resonate with most, because I am one of them. I never came to the medicine to heal anything. I was healthy, physically, mentally. I just was looking for answers, questions that I had all my life, and nobody can give me answer. Nobody can answer them. For me, it was just pure spiritual quest. You know, I came to the medicine with a background of Eastern philosophies, which I was studying and reading and trying to understand, trying to find meaning and truth in all of it. So that was my baggage. That's what I brought to the medicine, and here I truly understood things that I wanted to understand. I found my answers. That doesn't mean I have all the answers, but I certainly found my answers that helped me to live my life the way I live. And that's what's important. That's the whole point of spiritual work. Here it's not about titles and social status and what people think about you. None of that matters. It doesn't matter who and what think about you. It doesn't matter who approved your path or disapproved. None of that matters. All of that is just a mind noise. The only thing that matters is how you live, how you feel to be you, how you feel to be alive. What is your life? That's what matters. The only thing matters is how you live your life. Are you happy? Are you conscious? Or you just live on autopilot? That's it. What other people think about you doesn't matter. You know, like no one can tell anything about your inner world. People can just look at you and that's it, that's what they see. Nobody can see what's inside of you. Nobody can tell you if you are in love. In the same way, nobody can tell you if you are conscious. You are what you are. And that's it. And if you are happy and content and you understand that your life is a success, then everything is fine. Everything is good in life. Then you made it. Just enjoy life. But if you are unhappy or unsatisfied or not content, spiritually speaking, and in life, just not be happy, then there is help. And that's what the medicine can do. It can show you your problems. It can show your blockages that stops you from being the best version of who you are. And not only to show you the problem, that would be depressing if you just come and see that you are a bag of problems and without any solution. The medicine not only showing you the problems, it also showing you how to solve them. It shows you how to resolve problems in your life. Deep. It goes deep into your psychology. It's a soul level medicine. That's why it heals people. That's why people come with depression and just heal in a matter of weeks. Depends on the case, depends on if it's chronic depression or it might take more time, but people get healed because it's beyond therapy. All therapy, it's a words. It's just a level of words. It has its own role in society. But it's not enough. It's not deep enough. Medicine goes deep enough in your soul and make you see things. And when you see things, you're empowered. You also know how to fix them. Clarity brings healing. And healing brings change. And that causes happiness. It's a way out of misery, mental pain, emotional pain. It's a way out of mind labyrinth. It's a way out of confusion. It's a way to come back to yourself, to your true self, who you are behind your eyes, behind your name, behind your face. Is to understand who you are on a level of consciousness. That's what Huachuma can do for you, among many other things. It can help you understand pretty much what you want to understand and what you need to understand. It's healing in silence. It's a healing through silence and through some private conversations that we have with people in the ceremonies. That's how I guide my medicine, through conversations in a private setting without disturbing anyone. Huachuma can do many things to you. I'm not saying it can do everything. For example, if you're a heavy drug user, there are other plants that can be more effective than Huachuma, like the sacred iboga. If you're looking for spiritual awakening, for understanding who you are, for your place in the universe, that's precisely the purpose to come here and drink the medicine. Also to understand who you are inside and why your relationship are not working and why you're not happy in life. Huachuma is more, it's a bridge between worlds. It's a bridge between earth life and cosmic consciousness. It has both. It depends what you need and where you are on the path. It will give you what you need, which might not be what you want. Sometimes, but not always. Sometimes people come, they want to experience certain things that they heard about from other people, and they receive completely a different experience. But this experience turns to be what they actually needed to heal, to change, to understand, and to live better life. That's the point. That's important. It's not about fireworks. It's not about seeing things in the sky. Nobody cares about that. It's about clarity. It's about seeing clearly through lies, through deception, through limitations. That's what it is about. That's the magic of the medicine. It's unveiling the truth and shows you what is, what's inside of you and what's in the world. So nobody can deceive you, nobody can control your mind, nobody can brainwash you. Nobody can inject fear in you in order to control you. That's the point. I call it psycho-spiritual immunity. It makes you immune to lies. It's very important. It's more important than anything else. It makes you think for yourself. That's the point. It helps you to reclaim your mind from ideologies, from narratives, from politics, from religion, from anything. It allows you to review everything and make up your mind about that. It allows you to understand things through your own experience. That's the power of the medicine. You have a direct experience in which you can project that light into any subject and deeply understand it. It can be personal, it can be collective, it can be philosophical ideas, it can be anything. It's a psycho-spiritual work, and that's where the focus is here. Now, physical healing, yes, it happens. I can tell you it happens, and I help many people with drug addiction, with alcohol addiction, a lot of, yes, with depression. It does happen. It helps people. But it's not my focus. It's not my expertise. My expertise is to bring you to yourself. Is to make you feel again. Is to help you clear your mind so you can see the world and yourself clearly. With great clarity. That's what I do. That's what I resonate with. Everybody is welcome here. People who need healing are welcome. As long as you are respectful and reasonable person, you are welcome in our home. And I will treat you with utmost care. But spiritual subject is just closer to my soul, because I was that. So if you come with that, it just creates a certain bond between us that might help you to go deeper into it. It's harder to talk to the camera. It's not really my style, you know. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I interview our guests at the end of their retreats, and it's a very dynamic, free conversation. You know, to talk to the camera like this, it's harder, but I feel like I need to make this video to share a few words from the depth of my heart about this medicine and how much I believe in it. It changed my life. It transformed my life from hopeless to happy, from confused to clear, from lost to found. It made me what I am today. And that's the energy I share with people. That's the energy I share with everybody who come here with sincere intention to understand themselves. So if you are that person, you're welcome. You have nothing to be worried about. You will be taken care of here. The only people I don't want here who are negative. If you are an extremely negative person and you like to complain about everything, spare us from you. Don't come here. We really don't want to deal with it because it's not going to be well. Not for you, not for us. I will confront that. And it's not going to be pleasant. Not for you, not for us. So if you are that person, just look for therapy, look for other things. This is for mature, positive people. People who need help and who want to be helped and who are mature and respectful. So it's better to put it out there to avoid unwanted situations. Also, we don't accept people with mental issues. If you diagnosed with schizophrenia, mental disorders, you're not fit for this work. It's just our safety protocol. So I really wish you find healing in other places through other modalities, but plant medicine is just not safe for you at this time, until you find some kind of mental stability and you can consider this to further your healing. If you're reasonably healthy, no heart issues, and you can walk with us, and no mental issues, you're fit for this work. We can work. We can help you. We can help you with many things. And depends how much time you spend here, that will determine your progress. The longer time you spend with the medicine, the deeper you go. It's just math. You gain more trust, more confidence. You just surrender to the medicine faster, and you allow it to show you what needs to be shown. And you work with it. It's a dance. Take some time to to settle in the new environment. We live at 3,000 meters altitude. It's a different air, different pace of life. It takes time to feel right, to find the right dose for you, to understand your pain, to understand your problems. It takes time to unpack. So this is serious work. This is not something you do quickly. A minimum stay with us is 1 week. I don't even respond to emails who want to come for a day. We don't do this. This is tourism. I don't do tourism. 1 day, there's nothing can be done in one ceremony. I barely remember your name. It's a very short time even to spend a few weeks here, but some work can be done. Many people come here staying for many months with us. It's a deep work. Here you can peel off the layers of lies. You can be deconditioned, but it takes time to look inside to understand the root cause of your problem. It takes time to understand yourself. It's not an overnight thing, but it's still faster than anything else in the world. There is no other thing in the world that can do it for you. You have to understand that the power of sacred plants is not even well understood. It's a fast track. What you can meditate for 20 years, you can understand here in a week. What will take you 5 years to heal with a therapist, you do it in a day. And that's not just me telling you. It's not even the clients who tell me this. It's the therapists themselves. Licensed therapists who come here for recharge, for healing. That's what they tell me. I'm telling you what they tell me. One therapist was here from California in his late 50s. I speak about this, I think, in the Masculine Confession, in my second book. He told me at the end of short visit, maybe 2 weeks, maybe something like that. He told me that a day spent with me in the river, it's 5 years with him in the office. Just think about this. And it's applicable to other things like spiritual practices. You can do spiritual practices for years without getting any wisdom and clarity. How much life do you have? How much years do you have? How much health do you have in the years that you have? Life is short, whatever that is. We're just not immortal. At least not in our physical body. We don't have a century to spend in meditation and contemplation. We need to get things done quickly before the time is up. I don't know about you, but I realized that long ago. And I was looking for plants. I was looking for the right plant for me. The one that I would love with my heart. And the one that would resonate with me the most. And that is Huachuma medicine. That is Huachuma. That's what you see in the background. It's also known as San Pedro. It's the same thing. Huachuma is the ancient name. San Pedro is post-colonial name for the same cactus. Spiritual awakening is an achievable reality. It's not something you have to sacrifice your life for and sweep an ashram for 20 years. That doesn't work. I had people from ashrams here, and that's what they told me. And I make some video on that too. With all respect, you can learn discipline, you can learn things. I'm not saying it's all completely useless, but there is no spiritual awakening there. It's just not there, because it's not anywhere. It's within you. It's something you realize, not find. And sweeping an ashram for 20 years will not get you there. Following a guru will not get you there. At best, a guru knows himself what he's talking about. That's at best. That's if you really find a nice guru. Most of them don't know. Most of them just repeat. For most, it's just a second-hand experience. And for you, it's a third-hand. I explained it in my books. You have to have a first-hand experience. You have to seek for first-hand experience of spirit, of enlightenment, of awakening, whatever you call it. It's just names. It's the same, we call God in different names. So labels. Huachuma connects you to universal consciousness, to all that is, to all that ever was and ever will be, and makes you realize that you are a reflection of it. That's what in Indian tradition they call Atman and Brahman, the universe and the you, the individual, the self. Here you understand this in practice. Theories is good. It's a map. It shows you. It helps you to navigate through spiritual terrain. But if you just do theory, you will never experience that. You will never know what it actually means to you. A true experience is infinitely more enriching and educating than any theory. Direct experience is what you should seek for. Something that allows you to contemplate reality, to contemplate yourself and your relation to it. And whatever comes through this experience, that is your knowledge. Knowledge is not theoretical, it's not conceptual. This is just concepts. Knowledge is the feeling of truth. We feel the truth. Awakening is feeling. You feel awake. You don't think about this. It's who you are, it's how you feel. This can be achieved through Huachuma. So Huachuma, it's philosophical plant. It's a cactus, but it's also a plant. It's not an animal. So it's okay to call it a plant, even though it's a cactus. And if you incline to thinking and contemplation, it will just empower you. It will clear your mind in such a way that you can't even imagine what a joy to see reality with crystal clarity. It's pure bliss. And this is how you find your way in life. If you expect that somebody will tell you how to live and what to believe in, then you just depend. You just give away your power. You just give away your power to other people. It doesn't matter who they are. You have to find answers within yourself with the help of greater consciousness. And here we talk about symbiotic relationship between us, between our human consciousness and Huachuma consciousness. When we take the medicine, we become one. We yield ourselves to it and it becomes us. We use this symbiotic consciousness to understand things. And that happens when you take the medicine. And it's been proven safe for thousands of years. There is a tradition behind that. Ancient, thousands of years old tradition behind this medicine. This is not just a drug in the lab that they sell you in the street and you have no idea what does it do to your brain long term. It has no spirit. The drugs you take, they have no spirit. Actually, not only that, and that will be a different discussion, I just want to touch on that, they destroy your soul. Look at the drug addicts. They're soulless, they're lost. There's nobody there. Just bodies on the streets. Because drugs, some of them are worse than others, they destroy the soul. They push it out of you. They dim the light. The medicine does the opposite. It reignites your light. It heals your soul. I speak about this in some of my books, if you want to read. You probably tell yourself, Sergey speaks with so much confidence. Yes, because it's 20 years of experience, it's 20 years of working with this medicine. and it's a lifelong spiritual search which were combined with it. What I did is just I brought the ideas, spiritual ideas of the Eastern traditions into the medicine world. And here is the energy. Here is the practice. So you take the theory, you combine with practice, and then you have good results. That's what I share with people here. I share my experience, I share my guidance, I share my understanding. And I help you to find your own, which is the most valuable thing on a spiritual path. If somebody can help you to find your own answers, that is valuable. It's not giving you answers, it's not giving you prefabricated answers to everything. That doesn't do much. That just turns you into a parrot and makes you repeat that to other people. That's what you see in cults, in spiritual organizations. People repeat. They just repeat what they hear from their gurus. That's it. There is no real understanding there. There is no real wisdom there. There is no real fire in their eyes. All this comes from direct experience that brings knowledge, self-knowledge, the knowledge of yourself, that makes you aware of yourself, that makes you conscious of yourself, living in the world. It's something that becomes who you are. It just becomes a constant flow of consciousness. That's it. You become that. And through this consciousness, you live your life and you make decisions and you love your family and you grow your kids and you make business, whatever you want, write books, play music. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you do here. It's how you do it. You can do whatever you want as long as you're conscious. Otherwise, who is doing whatever you do? You're not there. Someone's living your life. You have to live your life. You have to reclaim your mind from ideologies, from everything, from external influences. Turn this energy inward and see what's in you. And what do you believe? What do you want? What is your passion? Self-inquiry. Inquire into your depth. Find your depth in your heart. And live your life from this place. It's a beautiful, joyful, amazing place to be in life. That's what I call healing. Spiritual healing, this is what it is. It's not just healing your depression. That's just in the beginning. You need to heal, you need to be sound, you need to be well in order to perceive this higher consciousness. You have to demolish the wall that you have built around yourself in order to perceive reality directly. So healing is where we start, of course, but it's not where the work ends. It goes from that place into what I call spirituality. And spirituality for me is not a dogma. It's not a set of beliefs. It's a direct perception of what is. It's reconnecting to your spirit. It's reigniting the dim light within, turning into wildfire, and using this energy to live your life in whichever way you want to live. So if you want to reconnect to yourself, the same self you were when you were 5 years old, but through mature mind, to get that purity, that wonder when you look at the world, and combine this with maturity. That's what can be done. To review all your life through the light, through the clear light of Huachuma. It can be done. And the results will be good. At some point on the spiritual path, you just stop chasing things in spiritual sense, you know. Like before, for example, I was looking for psychic powers, because that was something I was obsessed with when I was a kid. You know, when I was 5 years old, I was trying to move a box of matches with my mind and things like that, trying to levitate, and always was thinking, wow, what's possible for a human being, you know? I don't do it anymore. It's just not important anymore. The psychic powers in that sense are not important. What's more important to me is the inner peace that I acquire on the path. It's just the peace. It's just the happiness of being me. It's the feeling of liking myself, accepting myself. It's the peace that comes from this work. Deep, profound serenity that makes me happy every moment of my life. I can sit here in the garden, be happy. I can walk around, be happy. I can write a book, I can write an article, I can make a video, I can talk to people. Anything I do, it's what I want to do. I don't do anything that I don't want to do. I redesign my life into doing only the thing I want. And that brings me a lot of joy. It's very important. That's what I wish for you. And you have that power. When you spiritually awaken, you understand. You just begin to understand the thing that stops you from being the best version of yourself. And you see what has to be done in order to change things. You can redesign your life. You can find your own happiness if you have the courage for that. But if you give in to fear and self-doubts, you will never change. You will never change anything in your life. It takes courage to look inside, to confront the truth, to look at your shadows, and to heal and move on. It takes courage. But everything else does too. Life takes courage. And you have it in your heart. That's where you find it. You just really need to want it. You just really need to want it strong. A strong desire for change. And that will give you what you need. So if you resonate with what I say, look into my work, look into my books, videos, conversations with guests, do some research, and make the step. You will never have time for that. Your life is too busy. If you want to come here, you have to make the time. You have to prioritize your mental health, your spirit, over other things. Nothing is more important than that. If you don't have peace, what do you have? If you don't know who you are, then who is living your life? To be a better father, better friend, better husband, better human being, you have to do some work on yourself. So you're not doing this work only for yourself, you're doing it for those who you love. By coming here, you're becoming a better person, better father, better husband, better son, better friend. And then you go back and you give this energy to other people. So by helping yourself, you're helping others. Well, I can talk more, but I don't want to make this video too long. Just want to share a few words, and I hope I conveyed my feelings in a way that is easy to understand and resonate with. So again, I'm glad I made this video on my birthday, because birthday is an important day. It's really a window into great introspection outside of medicine work. It's a way to honor your parents who gave you birth and realize if you are really fulfilling their hope that they had for you. I hope I'm doing that. My parents are no longer alive, and I wish they would see the life I built. They would be proud of their son. So if your parents are still alive, don't lose this opportunity. Spend time with them, love them, express your gratitude to them. Because when you lose them, you will understand that no longer you can do anything about it. Give thanks to them. Respect your parents. Love your parents. They did a lot for you out of love. Give back. It's important. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in Peru to share amazing sacred medicine together. I hope you resonate with my words, and if you seriously considering to do this work, you're welcome to contact me and we can start a conversation and I'll guide you from there. Okay, thanks for listening. All the best from Peru.